And to be honest, a lot of our brands that we worked with were always focused maybe 80 or 90% of their efforts on the prospecting side, and maybe only 10 to 20% of their efforts, or maybe even less, on the retention side. Marketers that we could really understand what their issues is as it relates to why they only are spending 5 to 10% of their time on retention marketing. And the number one reason is because it was time and resource intensive, right? There weren't tools yet that really existed at scale to remove that friction of trying to test the combinations of different media across their house file. And then the second big problem was they just didn't know what was incremental, and there was a lot of silos within these organizations, right? There might be an email manager, for example. There might be a catalog manager. There might be someone that's responsible for Facebook. Nobody's talking to each other. Everyone is doing their own executions with their own strategies, and they're not measuring it in the same way. Everyone's kind of measuring it in their own way, and they're all reporting it in their own way up into the CMO, right? So that silo is causing a lot of inefficiency. And so the solution to the problem that we have always recommended when working with brands is this two-pronged approach to a customer analytics practice, creating a customer analytics practice. So first off would be customer analysis, or you'll hear me call it customer reporting. And that's where you're tracking and evaluating the key KPIs, just the KPIs around your customer's behavior, so that you can understand how it's changing over time. So that leads me to the second pronged approach, which is customer experimentation. So this is figuring out how you can optimize a customer file for a brand to either drive additional revenue objectives or drive additional profitability objectives.